Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is kind of a funny one because I'm starting to get over a head cold, and so if I sound quite nasally and fuzzy, that's why. My head actually feels a little bit fuzzy, but I took a decongestant so I could breathe. I thought today we'd just do kind of a glue and chat. So I'm going to be working on the glue book that I've worked on before, just another page. I'm past the halfway mark on it, and I'm really enjoying how it's turning out. So follow along and let's just catch up. So this is the book that I've been working on, and if you've seen any of my other glue book videos, you've probably seen me working on this one. It's like I said, this is the center. So I'm just past center, and I've got some more pages here to do. It's been really fun doing it, and I'm just going to kind of work away at it. I've got my glue here, both kinds, and I'm making it up as I go along. To begin with, I've got a piece of wrapping paper, which I think came on a gift from my daughter. It's really the kind of thing she likes, so I thought I would just maybe tear off a piece here. Does it even tear? Oh, there's a piece of tape on that little bit. That would explain why it was reluctant to tear. Okay, so let's see. I want it to go this way a little bit more. Does that do the whole page? Not quite. Let's just finish it off here. So put that on one side and see what happens. It needs to be cut a little bit. I'll just trim this little tape piece off because I'm getting into where the corner is rounded here. So I need to just cut this, which I will do right along that line. That leaves a nice little piece to use for something else. So I was just away, and if you follow me on Facebook, you'll have seen my photos. I was just in Quebec for almost 2 weeks visiting family, and had a wonderful time. We had beautiful weather. The trees were kind of on the wane for, the best time to see the fall colors. That whole area is, I guess, probably famous for the just spectacular fall colors. And I managed to catch some maples that were still had all their leaves. Oh, I'm telling you, they're so gorgeous. And okay, let's put this down here. Just like this, a little bit closer to the edge. That's looking good. One day I took a walk. I'm going to put this in here, going off the edge. It's almost exactly the right size, except for it's too wide. Now it's stuck down on that glue. That's all right. I have a solution for that. I'm going to just use this jaggedy ruler and tear it off. Anyway, I went for a walk one day, and the weather was spectacular. It was so warm. It was like 23, 25 degrees. Some days Celsius, and just gorgeous. So I went up to a wood, what they call a sugar bush, which is maple woods where they grow maple trees to make maple syrup. And here's a little clip of walking in the leaves, which was just so fun. Where's that little piece? Maybe I'll just pop this on here. I love this. I love this. It's really, I don't know, it's cool. I think I'll use my other glue for it because I'm tired of having gluey fingers. I did have a wonderful time. I went to Quebec City for a couple of nights, explored the old city. It's just so beautiful there and so old. You know, a lot of buildings are from the 1600s. It's one of the oldest cities in North America and very well worth a visit. And we went to the Morin Center, which is now a library, but originally was a jail. They finally had to shut it down as a jail because too many people escaped from it. One guy escaped 14 times, and finally they figured out, I guess it wasn't a very good jail. So that was kind of funny. I think I might like to use some stamps, but first maybe I'll plug this hole. Let me see what I can find. So here's all my little bits and pieces. Someone asked me about how I look after these things. This is just a little tray. I'll just try and turn it here on its side a little bit. Just a little tray I bought at a dollar store, and so are these. They're from a dollar store, and I like to separate them all. So let's see, I've got some things here from different places. Let's see what we've got for this. These are little pieces of poetry from the Nature Notes of an Edwardian Lady by Edith Holden, only it was a birthday book, I think, or a day book, some kind of calendar like that. So I kept some of them because they were so pretty. And this is from my shop, and I think maybe I'll just put that right there. Now I printed this on sticker paper, so let me see if it has a little thing in it. So these ones are borders that are watercolor, and I painted them, and they're in my shop at Summer Bay Studios, so that you'll find the link to the shop below. Plus you get a bunch of free stuff when you sign up for my infrequent newsletter. Oh, that's fun. That is really fun. Okay, I really like this. Loveliest of lovely things are they on earth that soonest pass away. The rose that lives its little hour is prized beyond the sculpted flower, by William Cullen Bryant. This one is about roses. So let me see if I can find some roses. These are sort of like wild roses, I guess. Let's see. There's one. That's a big one. Like that one. Anyway, yeah, I got home very late because the flight got in at 11 o'clock at night, and then it's like almost a 2-hour drive home from Vancouver. And my husband said, I know exactly the way to go, and I said, okay, I'll just leave it up to you. But he missed a corner, and then he's like, I don't know where we are. So I got out my phone and used iMaps and tried to find a way around, and got down in an area of the city where we had to sit and wait for a train that took way too long to go past. I got home at 2 a.m. our time, which is 5 a.m. Quebec time, and with a head cold. So it was, one of those things about traveling that happens, and you just go, oh well, there it is, I kind of like that, just how it is. If I put it here, and then just tear it off. I think I'll just do that. Okay, wait. I need to work on this. I need to concentrate. So I will use this glue, which is, I've mentioned this one before. It's from Korea, I think. It's called GLOO. Korea or Japan. They all make beautiful stationery stuff. And there's a link below where you can find it to buy. It's great because it's super sticky. I think maybe I'll put this cornerwise, or no, I like order. Today I'm feeling like I want order, so I'll just do that. And anyway, it's taking me a couple of days to sort of feel like I have any energy, because jet lag even happens when you're not that far away. You know, depending where you're coming from and whatnot, it can sure happen. You get overtired, and if you're already not feeling great, overtired is not a good thing. Anyway, it's been nice to have some peaceful days on the weekend, for example, to kind of collect myself and rest a bit. There, I like that. That's really pretty. Now, I want to, like I mentioned, I want to use some of these. And I'm going to use this one with the dots. I don't know what it's supposed to mean, but it doesn't matter. Looks like it'll work. And put it in this corner, kind of like this, and give it a solid press. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay, so I found it's an interesting thing, speaking of peacefulness. Before I went away, I was thinking about, you know, some things that were happening in my house and how I was feeling about it, and I was, you know, not very happy with some things that were going on. So I felt like griping a lot, to be honest. And that's something that we do, you know, we go, okay, I'm not happy, so I'm going to complain. And somewhere along the line, I kind of got tired of myself and decided I'm going to stop complaining. Because the thing is, complaining to me is what you do when you feel like you have no choices. Or I've noticed this in people who feel like they have no choice. I'm at a job I don't like. I've got to do this thing. You know, feels like you're trapped. And so you just complain about it, which helps nothing. It's like people say, you know, have you ever said to somebody, so how are you doing? And they say, can't complain, you know. My response to that is, it wouldn't help anyway. So I just made a decision. I'm going to stop complaining. I'm just going to stop complaining. And catch myself when I complain. I like this. It's so sweet. So, and complaining is such a habit that sometimes even if we can't voice our complaints, we can complain in our minds. It's like going around the house or wherever you are, griping in your head. And you know what that does? It's like it opens the door for more misery, for one thing. But it also doesn't change anything, except that it makes you unhappier. So if you're griping and complaining and you're becoming more and more unhappy, That's probably why. I like this. That looks good there, doesn't it? I like the difference in shape. Okay, it's time to flip this over so I don't start picking up glue on the fronts. Makes a great crackling sound. So I just stopped. You know how sometimes you can say, I'm just going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop complaining about the traffic. I'm going to stop driving too fast. I'm going to stop buying clothes I don't need. I'm going to stop drinking so much coffee or whatever. I mean, I can talk about coffee because I don't really drink coffee. I like it, but caffeine doesn't agree with me, so I just, you know, it's easy for me to stop that. But in any case, you can stop overeating, you can stop wearing high heels, anything, because you just make the decision to do so. This is cute. Look at this cutie. He kind of works in that upper corner though. So I decided to stop complaining, just cold turkey. And guess what? I have to say the tone in our house changed instantly. Now, I'm not the only complainer in the house, just so you know. I live with someone I've been married to for a very long time, who also has a propensity to complain sometimes. That's all I will say about that. However, it's pretty. I like that one. What I noticed is that when I stopped complaining, so did he. Love these stamps. And then there's these things, which are also fun. I might use one of those. Oh, by the way, someone asked about this too. So how I made this is, this is just a sheet, like a page sleeve. I put a piece of cardstock in it and sewed like this, and down here. This made 2 pockets and these are just 1. And then I cut along below the stitching here and here on both sides, and voila, I made pockets to put things in. So I've got a couple of things pulled aside now. Let me see what I can do with them. If I put that there, it's a little bit on the busy side. Kind of covers up what's underneath. I'm not sure I want to do that. I like that one. I like that one. I feel like I want something in here though. Something a little bit different. Yeah, I like that too. All right, let's carry on. What I noticed when I stopped complaining, so did my husband. And when one of us started, I would change the subject or turn it into something positive. And even more important, what I noticed after that was it was so much more peaceful. That, especially stopping thinking about the complaints I had. I think that was like the biggest deal, because if your mind isn't occupied with grumbling, you have time to, well, it helps you relax for one thing. I think I'll put some color on this, maybe pink to go with these. Anyway, this isn't meant to be a heavy philosophical kind of thing, but my point is that you can do little things that make your life better once you recognize them. So I found that has really helped me. And when I was in Quebec, I was talking to my favorite family member there and mentioned the same thing. It's like, I stopped doing this and maybe you should too, because we have the liberty to tell each other what we think we should do, the other should do. And I noticed right away she did, plus she was calmer. So there's an idea. If you want more peace in your life, try just not complaining. Not complaining in your head, not complaining around other people. No, and you know, when other people complain, which they will, you know, you can be sure of that. You can always just change the subject or make a comment, you know, kindly, of course, like, I understand how you feel, but complaining isn't going to help, you know. Ooh, that's pretty, but wait, I might put that there, but I'm not sure that I want that many more roses. So let's look over here for pieces that would work in there. Maybe something other than a rose. There's always the choice to begin again. Good point, actually. Like that. This one, I like the red, but it's a little bit plain. This one is also one from my store at Summer Bay Studio. It's a kind of a fall collection. I think it's in there anyway. And I'm going to put a different color on it. Let's see if there's anything left on here. Needs a bit of darkness. Anyhow, that's my my thought for the day kind of thing. I'm working on some new designs for my shop. I'm very excited about. Well, I'm always very excited about new things in my shop. So if you haven't joined my email list, pop on over to summerbaystudio.com. There's a link below. And get on the email list, because the first thing that happens is you get a bunch of free stuff if you're into papery things. And then I do specials. I have new things all the time, and it's a lot of fun. So it's always important to put the glue back in the lid, because it goes kind of hard kind of quickly. It gets dry and very goopy. Oh, is that straight? It's kind of straight. I had a comment on one of my videos the other day that my work was too neat, which I thought was kind of cute. Sorry about the throat thing here. You know, the thing is, with a glue book, you can do it however you want. I love that about it. It's like, I like mine to be kind of artsy. It's just how I am. But you can just tear stuff out of magazines and put new heads on people, and you can do all kinds of stuff, and it's all fun. But I've got all this ephemera that I've collected, and I love it all, and I love to use it. So I thought, well, I'm going to just keep on. I have, these are white, but they're so hard to see. They have to be on a dark background. And then these ones are black and white. Okay, I think that might look good there. I feel like I need something else over here, but I'll get to that in a second. And these stickers with this shiny background, you have to peel off. They're washi stickers, so you have to peel them off by just running your thumb over the end. So I'll just put that one down there, and that'll be fine. And then for over here, I think I want to put one of these little tag things. Something like that, not that big. That one would work. I try not to fuss too much over if they work or not. Okay, wait. Just, you know, I'm not trying to find the perfect thing. I'm just like, I'm here to glue stuff and to have fun. So this is a glue and talk. I did a little poll on YouTube asking people if they preferred talking and no subtitles, or no talking and subtitles. And it was 2 to 1 with talking. So talking is what we get today. Well, probably a lot anyway. I'm thankful, like thank you everyone who replied to that, because it's really helpful for me. I want to do how people like it, and it's helpful to know, so I'm glad I asked. I think it wants some little thing in here, but I'm not sure what. Perhaps a butterfly. The butterfly drawer is so sticky. Let's see. Some of these are just die cuts I picked up somewhere at a dollar store. That one works. Dollar stores are great for this kind of thing because they don't necessarily have a lot in stock at any one time, but there's a lot of changeover, so they you know, they'll have something for a while, and the next time you go in they've got all new stuff, and they almost all have a crafty section. Okay, I decided to put a little leaf in here, and I kind of want something in there, but I don't know what yet, so I like to fill the pages right up, obviously. Let's fill all the spaces, but still keep enough open so you can see the background papers, which I also really like. Sticking to things now. Okay, let me see. It seems a little bit bare here, so maybe I've got a tiny one of these somewhere. Yep. One works. And even when you use a different glue stick, because it's going to be easier with this tiny piece. Now I want something in here that's got lots of shape to it. So what would that be? You know, you can just keep going and keep going, and just stop whenever you have no more room. However, I'm kind of running out of room now, so I think maybe that's it. So please take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the little bell so that you can get notified when I've got new videos. And I would love it if you'd leave a comment, and also click the like button, because somehow that works to help my channel. It says please subscribe, click the bell too, please leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.